statement, it is given there is a rectangular prism of size 25 millimeters by 30 millimeter and 50 millimeter long. So the solid is shown here 25, 30 and 50. It has got two ends represented in red color and green color. So the green color end is on the rear side. This solid is positioned in such a way that one of its end faces parallel to and 10 mm behind the picture plane. So the position is something like this. And we need to draw the top view. So the top view is a rectangle of size 25 millimeters by 50 millimeters, because in the last line of the problem statement it is given the prism is resting on the ground plane on its 50 mm by 25 mm rectangular face. Therefore the top view will be 50 by 25. To construct the top view, first draw the picture plane line, and behind the picture plane at a distance of 10 millimeters draw a 25 millimeter line, horizontal line. So why we are drawing like this? Because one of the end face is parallel to the picture plane. At the same time it is 10 mm behind the picture plane. So this 25 millimeters is drawn. Now construct this 50 millimeter lines. Complete the rectangle by drawing the top one. So the size 25 and 50 are represented. Now we need to name the corner points of this prism. So it is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. E, F, G, H are put within brackets, meaning they are at the bottom of the solid. So in the three-dimensional or the pictorial view, the points A, B, C, D, the top corners are shown. Therefore, when you look from the top, they are visible, and hence A, B, C, D are put outside the bracket. And we have E, F, G, H, which are at the bottom. Therefore, they are within the brackets. It is given there is a central plane 60 mm away from the axis. So we need to construct the axis of the prism. So this is the axis, and the central plane is 60 mm away from the axis and towards the left. Therefore, on the left side of the axis, draw a vertical line at a distance of 60 millimeters. And also it is given the station point is located 55 mm in front of the picture plane. Therefore, 55 mm in front of the picture plane, mark the point, that is the station point S. The next step is to draw the ground line at any appropriate distance, and it is given the station point is 40 mm above the ground plane. Therefore, at a distance of 40 millimeters from the ground line, draw a horizontal line called horizon line. On this horizon line, the front view of the station point will lie, and that front view will be directly below the top view. Therefore, to construct the front view of the, or to mark the front view of the station point, draw a perpendicular projector from S. So this is the projector, and it meets the horizon line at point S dash. So all the data given in the problem are used. So next we need to follow a procedure called visual ray method to draw the perspective view of the square prism. After drawing the top view and the positions of the station point in top view and front view, we need to draw the front view of the given object, that is the square prism, corresponding to the position given in the problem statement. The solid is resting on one of its rectangular face of size 25 by 50 millimeters on the ground plane. Therefore, it will lie on the ground line in the front view. So in order to draw the front view, draw projectors from point A and B in the top view until it meets the ground line. The height of the prism is 30 millimeters. Therefore, complete the rectangle in the front view by drawing a horizontal line at a distance of 30 millimeters from the ground line. So this is the required front view. We need to name the corner points in the front view also, and this corner is A dash, D dash, and this is B dash, C dash, this is E dash, H dash, this is F dash, G dash. Remember, we have named the square prism in such a way that points A, B, C, D are at the top and the points E, F, G, H are at the bottom. Now connect point S and point A in top view, or in other words, join point S and A in the top view. So the connection line is represented in green color. This line or the visual ray intersects picture plane at a point and name that point as A1, E1, because in the top view this corner represents both points A and E. Therefore, the visual ray which pierces or which intersects the picture plane is named as A1, E1. Similarly, join S and B. So the visual ray from point S towards B pierces the picture plane at point B1, F1. Similarly, connect point S and C. So this visual ray from S towards C pierces the picture plane at point C1 G1, because this corner we have 2 points, one is C, another one is G. So C is at the top of the prism, G is at the bottom of the prism. Therefore, we get two piercing points. Finally, connect S with D. So also this point represents H. So the line from S to D, or the visible ray from S to D, pierces the picture plane here, and that point is D1 H1. Now connect all the corner points in the front view with station point S dash, that is front view of the station point S. So draw a line connecting S dash and A dash. Similarly, S dash and B dash, S dash E dash, S dash F dash. Now to complete the perspective view, draw perpendicular from the point A1 E1 until it meets the line connecting S dash A dash and S dash E dash in the front view, like this. So from this point, that is A1 E1, draw a perpendicular line until it meets S dash A dash and S dash E dash. So S dash E dash line is here. This perpendicular from A1 E1 intersects at this point. Similarly, from B1 F1, draw a perpendicular until it intersects the lines connecting S dash B dash and S dash F dash, like this. So draw a perpendicular. So this is the intersection point, and this is the other intersection point. Now from C1 G1, draw a perpendicular until it cuts S dash C dash and S dash G dash. Finally, from D1 H1, draw a perpendicular until it cuts S dash D dash and S dash H dash. Now name the intersection points appropriately. So the top intersection points are A, B, C and D. Similarly, the bottom intersection points are E, F, G and H. Now join the corresponding points or in proper sequence. That is, draw line connecting A and B, B and C, C and D, D and A. So this completes the perspective view of the top rectangle. Similarly, join EF FG, GH, HE, that is the rectangle at the base. Out of the 4 lines, FG and GH are represented in dotted line as they are invisible. Now we need to connect the top rectangle and the bottom rectangle by drawing the vertical edges. The first vertical edge is AE, second one is BF, third one is CG. So CG is behind, which is invisible, therefore use dotted line. The final vertical is DH. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H represented in capital letters and dark lines is the perspective view of the square prism as per its position with respect to picture plane, ground plane when viewed from the given station point. Thank you.